Hi guys, welcome to Pioneer Aero. I'm Martin, the Chief Engineer here. So we're just going to give you a brief update on where the SBD is at. As you can see, we're busy. We have removed all the systems from the fuselage here and the firewall. For point of reference, the ammunition for the top gun sat in here. The guns were mounted up here. Lots of hydraulic components inside. The hydraulic tank was around on the wall just out of sight there. Lots of electrical equipment mounted in there, and obviously the pilot seat and controls. So what we're in the process of doing now is splitting the top half from the bottom half of the fuselage along this line here. We're very close to doing that. It'll be off within the next couple of days. As we move around, a couple of points of interest. The top hole there was the foothold for the pilot to get in. Down here is where the main fuel tanks were. There was also a fuel tank in the wing just outboard of that. The main undercarriage pivot points are there. Plumbing for the undercarriage for the fuel system is all here. We'll remove that pretty soon. Here amongst the B-22 of its identity, another footstep for the gunner to get into. In this opening here, it's called the baggage door. At the front is the tube for the life raft. All the racks in there were where the radio and radar units were mounted. And just around behind was a couple of tubes for parachute flares that could be dropped as required. Moving further back, one arrestor hook, or the remains thereof. More rivets removed for the split. This is where the tail leg was mounted. It will go, this whole piece goes when the top half lifts, so it'll go with that. Amazing how the condition of the paintwork is after 50 years underwater. Even some of the transfers like lift here are still very clear, and we'll replicate all that in due course. The most common asked question we've ever had is, what is this? That's where the life raft lives. And jumping up here, the other access port for the gunner. Sitting on top here, the radar unit. This thing was advanced, it had radar in it, and that which the gunner controlled. The screen was mounted there, his controls are down inside. The turret ring was mounted in there. His two guns were stowed on the back of the ring in that tube there when they weren't in use. Obviously, when they were up and in action. In here, lots of more electronic equipment that the gunner had control over. He also had a rudimentary set of controls, so if the pilot was injured or incapacitated, he could get them back to friendly locations. This big A-frame structure, strongest point on the airframe, the rollover frame to protect them, the crew in the event of being upside down. And the pilot's cockpit, again, where he did all the things. Instrument panel was mounted here, two 50 cal guns, one either side, and so the plan is to lift the top half of the fuselage off. It'll remove away, then the back half of the fuselage will be removed off, and then all this lower part over the wing gets disassembled. It's actually built as part of the centre section. So, yep, we'll have this top half off in a couple of days. Thanks for watching.